Why, hello everybody, it's GleeCon, and I'm stoked, as always, to join you as we continue our eternal grind through World of Warcraft and all the things that are possible. Stay a while with me today as we take our shaman once more and he continues the grind. We're working on getting him up to where he's strong enough to solo Molten Core, so we can skin some Corehounds. So yeah, like I said, stay a while and this on. Okay, we ported back to Thunder Bluff last time, so now right off the bat, we're gonna hop into a group finder, and maybe today we will get into a Gnomeregan group. I wish there were follower dungeons for every era. That would make me so happy. That would make that would give me a little bit of I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Like a little bit of compromise, like a little bit of, okay, at least there's that for the fact that they are taking off so many zones potentially. What does this guy have?
We fight when we must. For Azeroth.
Oh, that's a Ragefire Chasm quest. Alright, so other than that, as we wait and hope that eventually we get into Gnomeregan, and then we're going to go to Dustwallow Marsh. So that's our goal today. Not that far away. Alright, so there's a few Dustwallow Marsh quests that we can accomplish. At some point we're going to run out of quests and we're going to need to start grinding. I don't believe we've done any of these. So after Dustwallow Marsh, we can play around with a couple, at least the northern Stranglethorn part. The southern part is the arena and all that. That's not worth it. We can then do the chicken escort quests. And other than that, there's nothing left where the juice is worth the squeeze, so to speak. So I'm getting it into that analogy over and over again today. But as they continue to reshape the game, potentially eradicating things that are super important to me, I guess there always is the opportunity to go back and play some permanent server. So that's all I hope, is that if they do make these changes, I hope they simultaneously make changes where we can access these things from other accounts or whatever. Alright, we need Theramore Spies. I think that's at the base here. There's only 4 quests we can really work on. Yesterday we were in queue for around 30 minutes with no luck. We at one point had everything except a tank. Who knows? It's early. This is not a good time or day to do this. Alright, so no... Twilight of the Dawn Runner. That is a... Okay, we need... Oh, there's 5 quests we have. Oh, dang it. Deadmire is in Thunder Bluff. I forgot to pick that up. Gag. Taylor.
Strength and honor.
Check up on Tabitha and help Mud Sprocket. No.
Farewell.
Somehow I have damage already. Oh. Yeah, at some point we're gonna need to also skin some lower level skinning stuff. I'm not gonna buy any butcher recipes because Smash Brood Queen, no. Where is this guy?
Loktar.
Inspecting the ruins, dark mist. Okay, I guess I was obviously wrong about where Theramore Spies is.
Strength.
Okay, so let's look that quest up. Theramore Spies. Stealth not. It is found. Oh, it's found by Nazir Bloodpike, who's kind of actually more along the entrance to the area. Okay. I gained 74 copper from my sellings just now. That was great. The loot table, the worth of items is all over the place. Alright, is he out here? This is part of that inspection quest. Okay, so That's not it. That is a cool little chain. It's not. See, I like how there's like a crossroads. That way for Horde, that way for Alliance, in case you couldn't figure it out. Okay, I was totally wrong also. It's not this far down. It's like over here. Also, why can this not activate? Yeah, one thing that makes this a lot harder to level up as opposed to GleeCon is I'm a Skinner. So there's a huge disadvantage. I think they should make it to where, ooh, a rare. Yes, please. Add our stuff on. Called Anith. Don't mind that. That's totally normal. You're about to get purged, Anith. So we also want to always keep our flame shock on now. Ooh, look at that. I have to kill Anith. Right, we can now enter Nomergon. Cool. I am not picking up any Nomergon quests. And we are just gonna rock and roll. Only thing we're hoping for here is the Dark Iron. I like how the tank is saying hello. So we have 3 people saying hello. I don't have totems in the same way that I had them before. Alright, so of course, what do you have? You have... well, that's what it is. It spreads this out to other people. Alright, so... Alright, so optional bosses left. Love this. Alright, so we're gonna... Alright. Alright, so there, somebody jumped down that pit. Let's see how that goes. I was worried about that. Alright, so I don't really feel like my character is that strong. Target. Alright, so this is a little spot here. Alright, so... Alright, so here we are fighting this little spot, if you don't remember. I mean... This is where she kind of does wave after wave of these guys.
Interesting.
There's a little brew pump. That's cool. Alright, so... this dungeon is... Yeah, pretty much the same. They're saying it got streamlined somewhat, so it's hard for me. I'm a bad... Okay, we got one grime encapsulated object. We want to hopefully get two. Alright, so we're gonna see what happens. You just can't, yeah, you can't fight the bosses. So I was telling him you can solo this dungeon at level. It just requires you to... Who is that guy? Oh, he's a pet. He's a hunter. Yeah, I'm not gonna go up inside there. Yeah, I don't know how I feel right now. So far in this dungeon sitch, it doesn't feel better. I don't feel stronger than these other people. I might be one of the lowest levels. Seems like we're all in the 20s. Well, some 30s, some 40s. Not sure exactly. But I felt good on my own, and I do not feel so. Now, what we're trying to see is, can we level? That's really the most important thing. Are we going to get a leveling opportunity here? Like, if we clear enough dudes... I mean, I'm going to try to hijack this dungeon and make it good for everybody. Who DC'd? They said DC. Tank? Alright, so here's the big boy. Alright, got me for a second there. Alright, healer, help me out. Alright. This guy's cooking, old Grubbins here. They are also a shaman. Oh, that's why. so here we go with our... I mean, I don't know what our power stitch is here. Yeah, this boss is AFK anyway. So the tank said they DC'd, and then they were like, okay, we got a medium hide. Alright, so... use... Alright, so they want us to jump down. Alright, so that's fine. I mean, we can clear our way in that room if we have to at the end. Alright, so he's just pulling some guys over here. Yeah. So we're off to this side here, doing that which never gets done. Alright, so I aggroed right onto the boss. Alright, so that was great. Good for me, right? I just aggroed right onto the boss. It doesn't really matter, because there's no strategy needed anymore. Everybody has a beast, at least not for early level dungeons. Everybody has a beast summon. Yeah, so I don't know. It does seem like XP is not particularly awesome or anything. Alright, so I'm gonna try to continue to smash these guys. Seems like we have quite a little cluster of dudes. Alright, so this is boss 2, I guess. This is Viscous Fallout boss. Cool. There we go, we got that guy. And we did get a, I believe, we got a grime encrusted object again. We got 4 of them now, so that's cool. Alright, so this is the... I need to put that on because I died. Alright, so basically it's like, what can I do? Yeah, see, it refreshes it and spreads it. That's pretty cool. past that. Alright, so now we go down this way to pull somebody leveled to 50. So remember, the goal for us is to get our way to the Dark Irons. That's all we care about.
Warning, warning, intruder alert, intruder alert.
I always forget to do that. Okay, so he's pulling a big stack of dudes. Why? Because why not? I just part of the show. Robot fighting. Robot fighting. Alright, so the goal here, all that's really gonna matter is can I get lucky enough to get a ring? All I care about. Ah, darn it. Can we get lucky enough to get a grime encrusted ring? So far we have all the objects we will need. That part's fine. And a few panda incoming. Did our tank get DC'd again? Great. So the electrocutioner guy's in the middle here. Crowd pummeler. Alright, so let's see what happens with these guys. Alright, so here we are. We're just gonna try to do what we can. Okay, why is the healer not going after me? I don't know. Did the healer bounce too? Oh, there's the... He's back. Oh, okay. Alright, so they said they phased out. Alright, so... Alright, so... Alright, so this one guy is an elite. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Seems like a bit of a weird sitch here. Alright, so we got somebody. Somebody is just leveled up. Cool for them. We got another person that just leveled up. Fortunately, I am not one of these people. Now, whether or not we fight Crowd Pummeler or not, that's insignificant to me. Okay, healer's back. That's good.
Electric justice.
Alright, so here we go again. There you go. Somebody got some interrupts. I have very little. I don't even know that I really have one other than my torrent move right now. I'm not sure. And then in this situation, it does feel kind of. And I'm not proccing my lightning thing as often. It seems to me. So I don't know what the story is with that. I'm also not using like DBM or anything, so I don't know how good my character is. We've already cleared our way pretty far into the dungeon though, so even worst case scenario, we're almost in a sitch where we can maybe... Alright, so we have the workshop key. Alright, so we go back the way we came. Oh, there's another pair. No, that's a food crate. There's parachutes right here. Alright, so we can parachute down here. If we want to. Alright, so this is honestly where I wanted to take us anyway. So this is where the Dark Irons start to spawn. So we have made it to my ultimate goal. I'm only here for the quests, babies. So, and I'm only here for the specific... There we go. For the specific leveling quest at that. I don't hear the little sound. Okay. Alright, those are the most important guys. So let's see. And looting them. So, like for instance, I think we already skipped some loot back there. So I don't know what this anti-magic field does now. It seems to work fine. My magic does not seem to be reflecting back on me like it did in the day. So I have no idea what it does now. Oh yeah. Did we just... Nice. It's not... Fudge. I wish we could all get it, and now that I realize it is not frickin'... It is... Bind on pickup, and we don't all get it, so that sucks. Truly, truly lame. And if everyone... I guess then it doesn't matter if people are all looting theirs or not. Alright, so... I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. Now that I see it's not group loot, I could have sworn it used to be group loot. But apparently not. Okay.
Initializing support transport. Defense units inbound.
Alright. Okay, so this might just be a wash. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say about this whole dungeon. It's not the... It's really not been the best so far for XP. We could try to grind it again. Again, I don't know if the, as they say, if the juice is worth the squeeze. We could continue trying to run it. We'll get some XP from turning in the grime encrusted objects, though. Alright, so I don't know if it's gonna work. Hang on, I hate it when I do that without paying attention. Alright. Darn it. So unfortunately... Dang it.
I need to get closer.
Can I not do that in combat? Well, they're already trying to draw the boss. There's just so many more opportunities here for... And now we're gonna fight this guy. Fine. I mean, I guess we probably all do better with AoE damage. You can watch number go up bigger. The Mechgineer here is immune to a lot of these things. More little bombs coming our way. Yeah, so it's almost impossible to do it now. To make the, if you want to do this as a group, because it used to be in Classic, I believe, that was a group loot object. If it dropped for one, everyone could loot it. Now, I could be totally wrong. But it used to at least be, like, maybe an option of things that you could get, but I don't think that's how it works anymore. So that's a bummer. Also, we're gonna have beaten this boss, and this whole dungeon is not even worth one level up. So I'm not. Uh-oh. I did not gain the things that I wanted. Alright, so cool. Alright, so I'm going back. I'm gonna see if I can kill any more dwarves, and I'm gonna go back for the... So we have a Dark Iron Agent trapped in the floor. Alright, so I'm alone, the whole group. That's the thing that's lame, like, nobody cares about the content anymore. It's just run through as fast as possible. Okay, here's a dude right here, we can fight him by himself. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so now while he's stunned, bringing up this as much as I can. Okay. Yeah, it's really going to be about, can I stay alive long enough to kill one, because they're tough. Well, that's what I was trying to tell the dude. He got the ring, so... Alright, so... I'm trying to see if I get lucky and get the ring. Great. Got a couple dudes over there. I did not. I got a Grime Encrusted Object. He left the group. Alright, so he got DC'd yet again, I think. I cannot do 3 guys. That's too extreme. And I'm not going to be able to solo. Yeah, that's kind of lame. Because now he pulled those dudes from God knows where. And they're stuck attacking him. I forgot to have that on me all the time. Now that I'm soloing again. I don't know if they're going to still keep attacking his body. And I can run past. Maybe. Look like it. I'm not even in combat? Am I? Yeah, they're after me now. Okay. Alright, so I did not get the main object. Look, there's the dude right there. I want him. How long will they chase me? Will they chase me forever? Because I can't fight that much. They are still chasing me. I mean, whatever. I guess I'll try my best. Yeah, this is rough. I'm not going to be able to double. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, so we're going to release my spirit so that I'm back at the beginning of the dungeon. That's actually what I want here. And I'm gonna go back to the clean room. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that dude. And it might be just that this dude is not as tough as, like, my mage and my paladin? I don't know. Feels a little bit like that should not be the case, but... Also, I don't know that either one of them were soloing, you know. Two of those guys. It's like the worst of both worlds. I can't kite. And yet... Bro. This guy's just a regular dude, so... Whew. That's not, like... And our time ran out, so... So unfortunately... Everything we did clear in the beginning is cooked now. Which is lame. And what the heck is going on there? Why is there dudes? I don't have a slow. I don't have frost shot. Why would I not want those things? Okay, so this is a little trickier. Because you gotta try to find your way to the clean room. And I don't think we can fight two of these guys. That's another problem, is that you are really trying to... Yeah, cool, I just pulled... No, I didn't. Yeah, see, there you go. See, you can ISO them like that. That's the goal. And that's, yet again, we find ourselves on another episode deep in Nomergon. So this was a bad idea. So we're not coming back here for the ring. I'll tell you that right now. The rest of our episode will be centered on other stuff. Now, Uldaman is a lot easier of a sitch. Where I think we could realistically... First of all, it's a little bit of an easier... like, sell or whatever. not as crazy of a run. All right. Also, the mana expense is not too bad. This guy is absolutely not... I mean, he doesn't seem to be hitting me as hard. Anybody, I guess, that attacks much slower is going to be easier sell. It's just a system of waiting on my cooldowns over and over again. Yeah, gotta find some better gear, I guess. Something. Maybe it's the talents I'm waiting on. I don't know. Yeah, we don't have any right now. So we're trying to make our way through into there. At least these guys don't run. Keep that bad boy up at all times. Alright, so at least for curiosity's sake, we saw... I don't know that this is worth it. In all honesty, I don't know. Maybe running Uldaman up to the Discs of Norganim might be easier. Just for that big fat boost of 2 dungeon XP level quests. It might be. Alright, meanwhile though, we're just killing... These guys are worth a fraction of the XP they would otherwise be worth. So right off the bat, there's that. Like, they're worth maybe half the XP that other mobs outside are worth. They take 10 times as long to kill. So right off of the bat, it's not about killing mobs anymore as a group. That's no longer viable. It's about the dungeon quests. So if you're not going to do dungeon quests, no point. Well, getting plenty of objects, but most of the objects don't matter. None of them. I mean, once you get 2, you're good. Okay. Working our way through. One mob at a time. How many times have we done this in our life? Uh-oh, we're gonna get a guy right here. Oh, crap. Multiple ambushers all at once. Okay. Into them, because I can't get them all. Jeez Louise. Can't even get my cooldowns off because these guys at least are... Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I'm not going to reincarnate because I'm so close to the beginning. But I should have went for the lighter ambushers first. I thought that the AoE would splash them to death, but that did not in fact work. So now we know, based on some of the patch notes, that these little pat guys are set to respawn. Yeah, see, I should have went after that guy from the jump. Got the other one. But even that, 10 XP, 12 XP. Now I gotta refight this stupid guy. Such trash. I wish I had some other indicator that my stone skin totem was off, other than at the very tip top. Like, I wish it showed it someplace in a more user-friendly manner. think we're getting pretty close to being getting away from this guy. Yikes. Alright, so fine. Alright, here's the just a man. Alright, so here comes Clever. Cool, those two were not tethered. The thing is, I gotta make sure that I fight this guy in such a way that he does not run to his friends. Or I gotta save my stun for that. Alright. Oh, and we're Horde too, so the clean room is gonna be anti-Horde. Great. That's great. Just what I was hoping. Jeez Louise, guys. We just can't catch a break on this. At least I did get him to run the right way. Okay. Almost there. Here we go with this. Forgetting to reactivate my healing thing. Just makes it so much easier to stay on top of self-healing. Dang it. Like when I have nothing on cooldown, then that's the time to heal. Come on, mate. Then you get greedy. That's what got me last time. I got greedy trying to get these. My cooldown's off, and I ended up dying, wasting my target. Right, go ahead and get my health up some. My mana, however, what are you gonna do? Now, it's not showing the XP we're gonna get. Alright, so there are 3 mobs here. Now we have to try to get as smart as we can, because if we cannot handle all 3 of them. What? Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button, that's what happened to me before. Alright, so the goal is for me to try to only get one of them. If I can't ISO 1, I'm cooked. Really? Yeah, so there's no point on that one. Hopefully it'll let me back in it. Oh no, it didn't! You gotta be crapping me! So we wasted our time. What are we at for time? Alright, so that's a wash. Right there. Unless I'm going to solo it and go in from jump, it is a complete wash. I don't even have a helmet on. Alright, let's find this dude. Where's he at? Okay, so this Dustwallow guy giving us... It says he's right between the double L's in Village. So he's in there. What's his name? Nazir Bloodpike. So he's in the village. Back to questing, and then we're gonna level up. There he is, about 100 times faster. Yeah, why does he not have either of those quests available? Weird. I have check up on Tabitha and help Mudspracket, but is there... What's up with this? Why is he not... I have no modern information about this. I see nothing in terms of... It says it starts at Nazir Blood Spike. Why is it not there?
Mukra!
What the heck? Does it have some sort of... This guy... I don't know what this says. They were downvoted. This guy said something in Russian. But we did this quest the other day. That's going to give me, okay. Translate. Yeah, get off that. Are located at the spot, but they're under the effective invisibility. You need to potion like grants, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so nothing specific about why. Maybe I already completed this quest. Maybe I did all this with him. Dagnabbit. I did. Oh, man. Alright, well, if he was my dude, there goes another option for us. That's why I have this area explored already. Crap. Dagnabbit. Alright, so then Northern Stranglethorn it is. That's where we're going. We're going to go to Orgrimmar. Man, that was a woof of a spot there. Alright, so I need to go to Orgrimmar. Actually, we can go right to... No, yeah. Romgal. Probably better. So Big Fat Wolf, this is actually going to be a much crappier level because I thought running Nomergon would be useful. But it's not because people suck. We did not clear our way into the green room. It's been great determining those grime-encrusted objects, so now I have what could give us 2 quest turn-ins. Just gonna be worthless, so a worthless, definitely more than the 4k, 5k XP I would have needed to level up. So we would have got 1 level out of that. Instead we got maybe half a level. So extremely frustrating. On the whole, this is probably a... Yeah, the key is no longer useful because there's no workshop entrance anymore. It says entering through the workshop entrance will zone you into the main entrance. So, useless key. When I just showed why, it would be good to be able to... See, that's what I hate. That's why I want followers. That's why I would like a follower dungeon, because you're almost not going to get someone to want to run that old content. And I can't blame them. Like, you're co-opting people to get stuck into playing the game in the way that you want to play it. First of all, yeah, let's set our freaking Hearthstone here.
Glory to the Horde. Dabu.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I can't blame it. It's just frustrating. Like, give me the follower dungeons, man. You know how quickly we would have done everything just now with the follower dungeon? I could have ran it the way I wanted to run it. Now I might as well sell those. Okay. How much did we gain all in total? Alright, up to Gromgal. Gromgal's on this side. Now we gotta wait for the Gromgal.
Interesting. Glad I could help.
There it is. And now we're gonna rock and roll in Northern Stranglethorn. This is really probably... After this, I don't know what else to do other than hunt for rares. I mean, we have the Find and Rescue in Hinterlands and Tanaris. We can do those two. And then there's nothing. Nothing at all. And we are still a good 14 levels away. So maybe we'll level up 3 times. Maybe 4 in an extremely generous world by the time we do all the Northern Stranglethorn. So maybe we'll be around 25, but we'll still be 10 levels off. And at that point, we're going to need to explore... Like, what do we need right now to level up our leatherworking, first of all? Let's go there. We need lots of light leather. So, light leather can become medium, but the So I don't know. I mean, honestly, that's probably our best bet, is to kill our way into different spot. All right, Welcome to the Jungle is the first one. Whereas I can't remember where Welcome to the Jungle is found. I'm hoping it was not done by this character. Dang it. Oh, it's just picked up right there. So it's no longer... We haven't been there. Okay, yeah, it says it's still available. Honestly, supply and demand used to be part of the quest line. I don't need this anymore. So other than that, it's just the Big Game Master series that we're going to do. Alright. So, a quick pickup of Welcome to the Jungle. Little to no XP. Rebuff everything. Oh, I should have my potion for XP from Alright, so we need raptor hunting. We need this guy to give us panther hunting, and she can give us tiger hunting.
Need help? See you around.
And we don't have to come back till we're done. So now it's off to killing, skinning, yada yada yada. It's much easier now. Okay, so we're 136 per. That was light hide, which is encouraging because it perhaps indicates that we can get light leather from some of these guys. Yeah, good. So this is actually a great space and spot to get light leather working. More light leather. Dang it, I shouldn't have done that. And medium, so it's a combo. So this is actually, you know, not a bad spot. Alright, let's see about getting more guys. Okay. Not sure how I feel about my guys' ability to be sustainable. Pattern for a stylish green shirt. Why, thank you. Oh, we gotta skin them all. Yeah, it's a lot of medium. It's maybe not the best spot. It's defaulting to medium with a chance of light. Dang it, I went too fast on that. I always go one tick too fast. There we go, there's some light. Yeah, I think that our only answer is going to be just exploring. A combination of... It's going to be slightly different. It's going to be a combination of exploring areas, killing mobs, and... like, killing elite mobs. And also...
I'm out of range.
grinding regular mobs for our skinning. That's going to be the kind of the path that we take here. This will get us a tiger. And that's going to be, of course, after we finish Northern Strength. Great. So this should level us up right here. There we go. And that gives us Tiger Stalking. Love that. Alright, we're finally gained a level. We're level 22. Last time we gained this Elemental Orbit, which was dope. I need to put that back on. I always forget that. Alright. Enhancement Shaman Talents. Alright, as we start leveling up. Only took us an hour 10. Lame. Alright, we were doing Delos. I just felt like that would be more fun. I don't know why. I just felt like it. Alright, so we're going to go to Spirit Walk now. That sounds... I don't know. Alright, so we're not picking Gust of Wind, which is an instant that shoots me forward. Kind of like the wolf move. Now I have Spirit Walk. It is a... It removes movement impeding effects. And gives me a little... It's like a sprint. So cool. So I gained a sprint move. Oh, I do have that one totem. So that's cool. No, it's not the worst. Like, that's not a... Oh, I don't even know why I'm killing these guys. Forgot I don't need them anymore. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Okay. So that was just killing for fun, I guess. Alright, so this is a pretty decent amount of light leather. That's good. Alright, where are the Panthers? Over there. Let's go. Go fight the Panthers, knight. I feel like with the ease of flying, I'll bop around and kill. Whatever, however. I think the young ones are stealth. Gotta... I think I hear someone shooting. Or light leather. Yeah, there's a small... he got me. Small little zone of hidden baby panthers right there. Give me medium. So they're the same, probably the same loot table. Come on. Alright. So nothing special there. We'll go across the bend. And look for panthers. Shoot! This is a great area for leveling. It's one of the best. Alright, this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and we're going to do starting zones. We're going to hunt through zones like we did. But instead of bopping around like I did last time, we are going to focus on skinning mobs, killing mobs, and we're also... I'm going to go, like, zone by... Like, I'm going to see if I can pull up a map that has every elite in the zone. We actually need that guy, too. That's the regular tigers that we need. See, now that's already heavy leather. So I cannot stay here forever. You're just the person I was looking for. Oh, we just gained... We're halfway through skinning. That's good, because remember, we're also going to probably need to be at 300 skinning. So that's why there's a method to my madness when it comes to that, too. And our XP is... I don't even know. I can't tell you. Really, what's going to get us through XP is these elites. I don't know how often elites spawn. That background noise, really, I thought it was the sound of an actual baby panther. That's kind of rude, bro. Well, there's two of them. I didn't even see that. That's good, though. You can use two. Nice. Okay, so I feel like we're getting a few points. All we need is to be able to tap into medium, and then I can skip that. But either way, converting light leather into medium is part of the game. That's also, so it's not like getting light leather will be nothing for us, you know, at some point. Ooh, a male helmet. We actually have not had a helmet. So now getting our first helmet is amazing. It looks stupid, but I'll take it. We need 2 more panthers. Look at the little monkey. Is it an ape? I don't know what a howler is classified as. I know there are... I just did this in a trivia the other day about the different types of apes. I think they said... I think it's that there are 4 apes. And one of them is a chimpanzee. It's not considered... That's actually an ape. Another one is orangutan. Another one is gorilla. I can't remember what the 4th one is. Alright, so that gave us 3,000 XP, but now we're on to the 2nd tier. But let's go kill the 1st tier of raptors. I love when I try to just fly on my own. Like, I can do it. I know I can. Oh, man. Tree's terrible. Wasted my... Shouldn't even try to blast out of there. It indicates... Actually, I don't know what it... Yeah, I think it's indicating that the panthers are a little easier than the tigers. Look, there's a regular panther. We might as well get that. Anytime we see one of our beasts, we should get them. See, this is why people use mods, too. Like, come on. I want to remember... to use my freaking perch. It's just not enough of a... I mean, I guess I'll get used to it. And I'll get better. I guess I should probably try to get groups of dudes together. Just want to get groups of dudes together, guys. Why is that so...
It's too far away.
triggering you, man. Oh, with groups of dudes. Okay. Alright. Spread it all. Do it, bro. Don't die. Die, bro. Okay, seemed a little dicey, but alright. Alright, so got out of that one. It definitely is dicey. If I think 4 was like a pretty solid. Hey, this is... Oh, we lost one. So really about 3. 5 is honestly like good if you're a tank. Or if I could stay on the path of... Come here, bro. You might as well come be part of the pile. Alright. Pile of raptors. That one give me some light too. It's really all over the place out here. Although you cannot argue that this is a Skinner's dream. Okay. So my goal is going to be... That's 6? Okay, we need 4 more. Can I get 4? Yeah, why not? Alright, so we're going to go pull this guy that's far away. And then this guy. Oh, he evaded. Okay. Alright, stun them all. I gotta get up to healing. Gotta get here and there. Got one of them down. Gotta keep that going. Gotta keep my little healing shield going. Got him. Okay. And we can skin them for our pleasure as well. Skinned for his pleasure. I don't even know who I am anymore. Alright, we're gonna go with I don't know. Panthers are right here, I guess. We'll go there. So, yeah, man, I can't believe we wasted so much time. Well, it was, you know, a try and fail. We tried, we failed. We saw what the story was about the
I need to get closer.
how will it work with trying out Nomergon as a dungeon. The XP was sucky. Is honestly it's better doing this. We're making XP at a fat, but we are also
I'm out of range.
a little bit apples and oranges because we're also turning in quests. Dungeons with quests, maybe that's better. And plus, with that, you can usually do, I don't know what it's called, but like you get to turn in the quest for doing your first of the day and then your 10th of the day or whatever. It's however it works. All right, we got a few going on here. All right. Ooh, doggy. Oh, that was it. I guess you didn't need as many? Okay. Apparently not. Alright, cool. Let's get some flashing up, and we finished our Panther. That will give us the 3rd tier. Alright, let's do the 2nd level of Tigers now. Alright, so I think what I'll do is I'll go back like I've done so many times after we do this whole chain. And we might be time to wrap it after this chain. It's we wasted so much time, but see where we're at, and
It's too far away.
I want to get this guy over here too. Alrighty. As we go for 3 Tigers. You cannot fight me 3 Tigers at once. I am the best. 3 Tigers at once do not scare me. Even though I barely beat them every time. Is that a 1? 2-handed mace. Guess one-handed maces are where it's at. I don't know. Meanwhile, we're up to 170 on the skinning, so getting there. Need 6 more Tigers. Whoa, there's a Mahamba. He's a rare. Let's get that guy. I want him. The rares are the XP. Rares is where the XP's at, baby.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, I do. His name is Mahamba the Water Spirit. Pretty cool. I love it. Like, killing one of those is almost as much as doing a quest. That's why they're great. And we got some medium leather from his behind. Alright, but we need 5 more Tigers. Discovering areas is great for the XP. What they really need to do, that if I am not, they need a balancing, because now it's not, for levelers, it is not fair that if you choose herbalism or engineering, jewel crafting, blacksmithing. So basically all of those are cool for leveling. but also inscription. So you have the vast majority of jobs that get a very significant XP bump from gathering. And then you have on the other side skinning, tailoring. That might be it. I mean, enchanting, I guess. So you have skinning, tailoring, enchanting. And if you happen to be a skinner leatherworker, or an enchanter, tailor, or just any one of those that don't have those, you're cooked. So how do you... Now, what you don't want is to just give an XP boost for collecting linen. Now, for the disenchanting one, that's easy. Make it to where every time you disenchant an item, you get XP. But then, how do you stop? Then you could purchase XP. Now, to be real, you can already kind of do that. All right, it's called a freaking WoW coin or whatever, boost. You can purchase boosts now. So if you're using your gold to purchase boosts versus like, I wonder if that's what they're worried about. Like, well, you know, we're encouraging people to go out into the world and actually farm. Grab the resource nodes. Okay. And it's like we don't have to encourage them to kill humanoids or beasts because that's part of the experience of the game. You need to kill it to play. But the problem is that everybody's killing those anyway. Everybody needs to kill them to play. So you're telling me I need to... Oh, I got stunned. I'm just telling you right now, and you guys have seen it here first on this show. If you're just using your profession to help you level up, let's say you want to live in a world where you're doing that, you could 100% as any of those other professions. So, also, how many professions are there in the game? You can choose 2, right? That's annoying. And let's pretend that most people that are leveling or whatever are using the 2. I don't know if that's true, but let's pretend. We got a ring. See what that ring does. Looks like it's an intelligence ring, which is useless for my character. It is a +5 intellect ring. It is a higher item level, but I'm not going to actually equip it because it does nothing for me. Unless I were to change my spec. Alright, we need 5 more raptors. I just feel like, look at the balancing. Now, it doesn't have to be a simple 1-to-1. You don't have to get, like, the exact same amount. And why did they make the decision to do that in the first place for blacksmithing? So there is... Alright, so there's really, it's mining and it's the gathering professions that are rewarded. Right? God, that's why I'm not have those on right now. So, and alright, fine. If I decide to go tailoring, whatever, you're gonna gain a lot of loot from whatever. What they could do is say normalize. Yeah, I guess my guess is it's a question of how do you not just turn it into straight up pay for XP? Because the second that you make it to where the gathering professions, like, the second that you make XP be rewarded for crafting, now you can purchase mats. Alright, what do we gain here? Last time we had Molten Assault, which actually was quite nice. We're now going to open up Unruly Winds. This is passive. It makes Wind Fury weapon give me a third attack. So that's cool. I'm already rocking Wind Fury weapon anyway. So 26% chance to trigger 3 extra attacks instead of 2. So that's great. Alright, so we are now just extra melee prowess here. Let's go to the Panther. We're going to look for the sneaky Panthers now. Yeah, I'm trying to think of an answer here, but I feel like let me work for Blizzard, and I can try to... I'll think on this kind of stuff all day for you guys. Oh, look, this is a leatherworking trainer right here. I wish he had some goods for sale, too, because
What you want?
then I could go to him and we could work on leatherworking right now. But that's King Bangladesh for when we do finally... Hear ya. Anyway, okay, so the way that the game is intended is you get 1 gathering profession and you have 1 production profession, right? However, some people don't like that. They would prefer to just get 2 gathering so that you could sell. So my first thought is, alright, well, you make it to where you can only have 1 of each. Well, then you're going to piss off the people that like to have double gathering and they just want gold instead. Okay, so, alright, and that should be allowed. If that's how you play, I see nothing wrong with that. You want to be a double gatherer and just get mining and blacksmithing all day? Fine. Blizzard's argument could also be, well, there's a lot of ways to play the game. And if you want to switch your professions around, you could do that too. Which is also valid, fair, true. There's no real argument against that. Alright, so second. You look at the ratio of gathering, there's really only 3 gathering professions in the game. Leatherworking, herbalism, and therein lies a major problem. You don't gain anything from skinning. So fixing skinning, I feel like is the easiest thing to look at, and that is, hey, give me some XP every time I skin. Now, devil's advocate, why might you not want to do that? Well, then skinning could then become a source of, well, it would absolutely, I guess, slow down dungeons more, because now everybody wants to skin in dungeons, except that it's just like with, how dungeons currently are, where XP in dungeons is basically nerfed anyway. Okay, so that's the case. That already seems like a built-in answer. Most people don't care enough about the XPs just make it worse in dungeons. It already is. Make it negligible. So then, really, nobody cares about the skinning for the XP. If you make it not just worse, but negligible. Because then, okay, then you're only going to care if you're going for rare quality. I mean, people do it for free now. We're just all over the place with these. We need 3 more panthers. I don't normally come to this spot for my panthers, but I just felt like it this time. Also, by the way, we definitely nerfed our own leveling potential today. Because we're smart. That whole Nomergon exploit. We are sitting at roughly somewhere in the 20-minute range. 20 to 30 minutes I'll give today's episode. And we've gained 2 levels. So we could maybe gain 1 more. It's just not where I want it to be. We need 1 more of these stupid panthers. And then I'm going to get out of here. Supposedly they can be over here too. This leatherworking trainer guy. And of course, you're already getting the XP for killing the mob. So you could change it. You could make it just equal to the amount of XP you killed. So you get double XP if you kill a skinnable mob. So that will incentivize you going out to hunt creatures. I think that is a fair thing. I don't know why that can't be. Now, it doesn't solve it for the poor enchanting tailors of the world. That's a more complicated solution. And it also kind of is like, alright, well, the only people that really... Okay, so supposedly there are tigers around here too? I don't see them. There's tigers here and there's tigers there. I feel like we just walked around here quite a bit. I did not see very many of these alleged tigers. So let's go up to the other tiger spot there. Alright, because that's the problem with tailoring, right? It is both, you're using something that's found in the game. Same thing with enchanting. You are not doing an extra, you don't need a gathering profession. So how are some ideas? And there are almost all of the other professions use that cloth. So what can you do with enchanting and tailoring if you pair them together? Now, for tailoring, if you do not pair it, like the easiest answer for enchanting or tailoring is, because even though they were probably envisioned to go together, I think that's the most convenient thing. The problem is that you are with the severe nerf. Now, the thing with leatherworking is, like, skinning and leatherworking, they go together. Almost, I would say 90+% of people who do skinning, or who do leatherworking, I mean, pick skinning. I would have to imagine. I don't know about the numbers about that. We can see the metrics. Alright, so there's Tiger Mastery. We also need Raptor Prowess, and then we'll come back around. Let's get these last Jungle Raptors here. But yeah, I would imagine that the numbers on that are pretty solid, and you're not going to be game breaking if regular mobs are worth double. That's not a big deal. When you're already making ore nodes worth way more than that. So, like, who cares? Yeah, so I feel like that's fair. And other than that group loot situation that I mentioned, even doubling the XP of dungeon mobs, who cares? Sure, when you're sitting here scarfing a few in a row for XP, but there's some pretty easy things for that too. Skinning is already much faster than it used to be, so continue on that trend. If you want. Then it's really not a big deal. You still have it tapped just like before. Maybe make it to where you can't even loot ones that if they were never tapped to you in the first place. This guy, I swear, he outlasted everybody, just being a side hustle for me. My skinning is doing okay, but not great.
I can't loot that.
185, so we're getting there. This in itself has been great. Alright, so it is now time for the 3 leaders. It's going to be much less overall XP. Alright, so that would at least fix, in my opinion, it would fix the poor leather workers out there who are at a severe XP deficit. I think they should do it. Blizzard, that is my suggestion to you. If you don't want to be jerks, give that little bit of XP. It's not going to be game breaking. Now, what about the idea, like, I just think it's fair. Since they decided to make the gathering professions, I don't know why they decided to add them to XP. I don't know. The only reason I can think that they even did that was because, well, obviously you're doing it because you want to open up a path with heirlooms to where somebody could level up just gathering. Right? So you're incentivizing gathering as a process to engage with the game. Fine. But, and obviously not in general, but like not on as a main path, but as an alt, sure. And then then you could go all the way because you could level up just with that experience. And see that. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can really see why you would do that. So you could be like, look, if that's how you want to engage with the game, we want to let you do it, and we don't want any level to be gated to you. So we're going to keep allowing you to level, even so be it if it's on copper, until you can get to max level. And got it. So that one we do have to go back and turn in. We'll do that at the end. Let's go do the tiger. Actually, let's get this. So anyway, yeah. Okay, now let's look at the other thing. What are we thinking about? So a convoluted thing, which makes it work harder, not smarter, that I think of for the for the leatherworking would be make there be some kind of mechanic that... Oh, there he is. That is almost like a pickpocket or a skinning that you search for leather. I mean, for cloth on humanoid types. And then it can produce cloth, yes or no. Sort of like leather. Sort of like skinning. Heck, you could even make it be always successful. Or, you know what? Because, like, the fact that some mobs don't have cloth, kind of stupid. Like, if you're wearing the clothes, why can't I take your cloth? So, you could add a tailoring specific thing similar to skinning, like a rifle for cloth or whatever, and then make that ward. That way, all other classes would still adhere to the same loot. But if you were a tailor, you could try for some extra cloth in that way. And boom, you have a gathering profession tied to tailoring. Enchanting, you're just out on your own. Because then, with enchanting, I feel like... Because you could also just make it to where anytime you found cloth on a mob in the wild, it gave you a little bit XP, but then that's gonna be just free X. It's gonna result in a net XP boost for the entire thing. I say you make a, like I said, like a mechanic that only works for tailors. That is like a rifling for cloth mechanic. You can only use it on certain mobs, much like skinning is. It would be absolutely, from a coding side, it would be this would be a hard solution. And only thing that you would then be doing is making it to where tailors now have a path to leveling. But I guess the argument then becomes, well, if that's how you're leveling, if that's your profession, you're engaging with killing mobs anyway? One-handed mace? That's better than my maces. But the DPS is trash. The 9 versus... Oh, I see, because it's really focused on the elemental spec, so the DPS sucks. So I guess we're gonna go with this male. I'm gonna lose 8 crit to gain 1 agility. That's also lame. That's not worth it.
Watch your back.
So I'm not going to wear it, even though it is a higher item level.
Hey there. Well met.
Alright, so this is a one-handed mace. Now this one is an upgrade. Male boots. That's because of the extras, the haste and mastery part. It's not as much of an upgrade. Whereas, let's see, this is a straight up, a nice, like a 1.4 DPS upgrade. 3 agility upgrade, which that almost makes up for the versatility and mastery, but the DPS, so we're going to take that. We now leveled up as well, so let's give Sindal's femur nice boost. Okay, so I'm fighting with a bone in one hand now. Love that. Love that for me. Alright, last thing we did was gain this little spirit walk. So next over we want Astral Shift. What does that do? It's an instant. It's a defensive instant. Okay, so I do kind of like those. I don't even know where I would want to put that. like, I guess, right there. It's nice to have a defensive short cooldown instant, but it's not. Whatever. Alright, so we did gain 3 levels today after all because of the great shield.
Be careful.
The great leveling that is found within this place. Can fight Nessingwary's hired guns? Doesn't seem very like a great idea of me. Let's sell some.
Well met.
Yeah, I don't know what that I'll send to my tailor, I guess. A lot of tiger meat. Okay.
Be careful.
One quest left here, and that is
Aye.
Big Game Hunter. Oh, we'll get some shoulder pads for this whole thing. Alright. So, I like that idea best, but it seems like it's solving an extremely niche problem. And I feel like but what it does is it makes it to where XP is not for sale. And also, because that's a big thing you don't want. There's our guy over there. Gotta rebuff our weapons. Okay. There's old King Bangladesh. I didn't know he could appear on this little area right here sometimes. Thought he was always up on top of this mountain. When I gained that defensive boost. Alright, King Bangladesh. Let's get ready to rumble. This guy is the one that summons a bunch. I've never fought him not on top. That's interesting. There's his buddies. Darn it. Okay, just in time. Let's turn on my new defensive move. Whoa. Okay, we got him, but his buddies are out in force. Go ahead and... Cool. Alright, we got old Bangladesh's head. We cannot skin his little babies. Like, oh yeah, we can. At least some of them. But some of them, one of them was just a regular Shadow Ball Panther. Alright. Cool. So we have completed the quest line.
Great to meet you. You got my attention.
And we get to have a nice boost. Now let's see. This is 1 armor, 1 agility, 1 stam. Oh, and the crit balances out. So this is just a straight up across the board upgrade. Love that for us. And they look cool, right? Those white tiger things. Indicators that we are awesome.
Light be with you.
Oh, a Nessingwary mounted Elec head. Alright, let's go ahead and before we sign off today, it's Hearthstone. Oh no, do I want to go back to Orgrimmar? Sure. And tomorrow we'll decide where we want to go. Tomorrow we'll decide what part of the world. Anyway, Blizzard, here's looking at you. This is my suggestion. Give a small XP bonus for successful skins. Part 1. I have that horse I built. That thing. That's pretty cool. Shadowlands expansion. I think. Or I have one similar. Step 2. Add a sort of a rifling mechanic or a whatever you want to call it, a disassembling goods, whatever. All right, so here's our leatherworking trainer. Nothing we can do right now. First, a skinning trainer. That's always useless. Alright, here's the goods. Buy those pristine hides. So, we need to start with 5 pieces. So, we don't even know if we go for these. We need 10. Alright, so 1, 2. I don't think we even have enough leather to get us past. We don't. We could get, now those aren't even good anymore.
What are you looking for?
We could get like a 1 or 2 more, so hopefully.
Zug.
Scale, leather cloak, leather tunic, light scale jerkin. So, that requires a fine leather tunic. Which that in itself. So this basically translates into 5 light hide and for 2 points and 6. So divided in half, it's like 2.5 and 3. And then the only other thing that's a maybe is the fine leather cloak, which is straight up 10. Whereas the embossed is still 5. That's 6. 6. You have some 6s. Alright, so I guess this is good because it makes its way up to 2 points. So all told, it's like that. But if you stick with the embossed leather cloak, gosh, it's whatever. We need the end of the story is we need more leather. We need more light leather because either way, us at whatever we're at, 85 ain't gonna cut it. So we have some 120. Yeah. All right, everybody. We're going to continue that journey tomorrow. We're going to do some skinning around the world. We're going to do rare hunting. And we're just going to, in general, try to get our character. We're about halfway to 25. So altogether, we gained a little bit more than 3 levels today. But it's going to greatly slow down, I believe. So we're going to be lucky to get 3 levels per upgrade starting tomorrow. And we are 11 levels shy. So we are most likely going to need 4 levels. Today's Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if I'm lucky by the end of this week, we'll get it. If not, we're going to probably need to kick off 1 more level next week to get up there. Thank you everybody so much for watching, for listening, and for tuning in. I look forward to joining you guys later on another episode of Lore of Warcraft. This one's in the pipe. 5x5.